I'm Dr. Van Duzen, Superintendent of the Southeastern School District, and I'd like to welcome the Rams community to our now 9th Inspired Impact session. Today we have the opportunity to talk to two of our phys ed teachers here at Kennard-Dale High School, Mrs. Gilkey and Mr. Hassan. I wanted to have this session basically because I was impressed when I first came to the district with some of the unique courses that are offered in the Health and PE department at Kennard-Dale High School. I've been in education now for 28 years. I've been part of a number of high schools, and I've seen courses like health, basic PE, basic weight training. What we offer here at Kennard-Dale is unique, and I believe it's unique because of the staff that we have. So that's going to help us segue into our first question for our teachers. Could you please take a moment to go over some of the unique courses that we offered here at Kennard-Dale High School, and how are those different than a typical high school?
So we offer a sports performance class, a sports performance for female class. We have a speed, agility, and quickness, and a CrossFit. So, how they're different? How they differ?
I mean, we try and hit every single bucket for all the kids. CrossFit, maybe not especially for the athletes, but someone who's looking to get fit fast. Sports performance for athletes and non-athletes alike, but getting them to understand human movements in the weight room correctly. The SAQ is really geared towards, I mean, anyone can take it, but it's really geared towards helping those athletes get that extra little they need for the speed, the agility, and the quickness on the athletic field or the playing field.
So as you mentioned, these are unique courses. So are there any unique certifications that you have to hold that are outside of what PDE requires?
Yes, so I have a master's degree in coaching and athletic administration, and I also got certified from the NSCA, National Strength Conditioning Association, for my CSCS. Both of us have gone advanced Olympic lifting certifications, and both of us have done CrossFit level 1 certifications, and I think we've been carrying most of those for over 15 years.
I'm really impressed by the passion that you guys have for fitness. Every time I talk to you, I learn something about fitness myself, and how that's really been rubbing off on some of the students here at Kennard-Dale. Do you have any positive stories that you'd like to share? I know we're going to hear a number of them here in a couple of minutes, but any positive stories that you'd like to share about students that have worked through their fitness journey?
Okay, so there are so many people that have graduated and that we've actually been able to see follow kind of their own fitness journey, which has been pretty cool. To name a few, we have like Abigail McCarty. She graduated a couple of years ago, and she's now going to be a PE teacher. We had a student, Brittany Wolf, who the cool story about her is what was the award?
So she actually won the National High School Strength Conditioning Athlete of the Year award.
And she went to Penn State Hershey to play volleyball. And she showed up first day, she goes into the training room, and the conditioning guy said, "You're not gonna know how to do this." And he was teaching cleans, and she walked up and she did a clean. She's like, "No, we do this in phys ed." And he was impressed. So that's two stories. You wanna talk about Donald?
There's a lot, yes.
Anthony.
We had a student years ago, Anthony. He struggled in the classroom, struggled with his weight for some reason or another, took a CrossFit class, and next thing you know, he took another and another, and he lost over 100 pounds. His grades went from D's and F's to A's, and he ended up going into the military, and he was lifting religiously when he left here. That was like his passion.
We have Eric Traeger, who just graduated with and has his certification in strength and conditioning, and is working at Rutgers currently
As a strength and conditioning
coach.
I mean, we could do these stories on and on. We had a student here who went to college and was playing volleyball in college, and the first thing she did though is she organized her entire dorm room floor to do CrossFit activities. That was like their thing. So it's been pretty cool. We've had wrestlers like Chance Marsteller, and we had a football player, Phil Herndon, who's now currently carrying his professional powerlifting card and is being sponsored nationally. So it's cool seeing these kids take pieces of what we've kind of shown them and run with it on their own in all kinds of different directions.
Great. You're leading some really innovative courses, but you're also doing some innovative other events. I know next week you have the 12 Days of Lift Miss, but even more, you have the Play, Move, Thrive conference in February. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the other innovative things that you're doing here?
Sure. So the Lift Miss for next week is just a toy drive that we're trying to do for the community, where students will come in, they are able to bring a toy. We have a waterfall 12 days of Christmas workout that they will, or we will all do. Hopefully teachers are involved as well. And then we can just kind of celebrate the holidays all together, have some cookies after it's done, and just kind of all together have a workout.
And then in February, we are hosting a long-term athletic development conference here with some pretty big speakers coming in. Strength conditioning head coach, former of the Carolina Panthers, is coming. We have some long-term athletic development professors coming from different colleges. So we're just trying to reach out to anyone we can. Whether it's a phys ed teacher, it's a high school coach, it's a youth coach, someone in the community, just trying to pass the word along about how we can do long-term athletic development sequentially so that every kid can kind of thrive and hopefully pick up that fitness lifestyle forever.
And I'll add one addition. We do have a large powerlifting team. How many of you guys are powerlifting? A number of this group is powerlifting. How many kids are out this year? 50, 60? It's always a lot of kids that come out for powerlifting. And we have a great facility, as you see here, with platforms and such. But that's another innovative practice I think that most school districts don't have, is a substantive powerlifting team led by another one of our health and PE teachers, Mr. Laux. My last question for our teachers, I probably might have a surprise question at the end too, but a lot of these courses, I think specifically of CrossFit, are physically demanding. You have a strength component, the WOD piece is physically demanding, but like for me, the gymnastics is usually the hardest. But how do you make it more enjoyable and inclusive for all of your students?
You want to take it or me too?
So I think it doesn't matter which class you take, when everybody comes in, they will be tested. And through these tests, we are able to see like where they are physically, where their fitness levels are, how they're moving. Some don't move as well as others. Some have played a sport. Some have never done anything ever before. So these tests are kind of like the baseline that we use. And then through the program, we give opportunities for them to improve. And then after 4 weeks, generally we will test them again. This is where some of the fun comes in, because a majority, if not all, kids have improved in all areas of their fitness. And especially for those who have never played a sport, have not competed or anything like that, they're like, the confidence grows in simply watching how quickly and how much more they can lift. I cannot tell you how many times I have walked into the locker room after girls have deadlifted, and they are so excited because they're like, I can deadlift my boyfriend. Like, yeah, you can, and just the idea of like things getting heavy, and they're like, oh, I can't do that, it's heavy. No, actually you can do heavy things. Like just because it's heavy doesn't mean you can't do it. But we have active rest days, we do competitions, we try to make things fun throughout the semester.
Great, very well said. Thank you. Let's turn it over to the students. This is a very important portion here. We have really one question to you guys. If you could start with your name and your grade, and then here's your question. The question is more about your journey here with fitness. And more specifically, what course here at our high school has helped you move into that journey and made a positive impact, because this has inspired impact on you as in your development as a student here. And let's start with David. David is actually, this is his birthday today. Today is the 6th of December, so happy 18th birthday to David. And it's also, is this your third time on one of these? So he's an old pro. So David, why don't you start?
David Smith, and I'm a senior. And a physical course that has changed me is SAQ. It pushed me to be faster and stronger, and just helped me in all aspects of all my sports.
And if anyone saw David last weekend, you were the co-MVP for the North-South game. So, I mean, the SAQ must have really worked because he's a fast, quick, strong kid.
My name is Brody Eller. I'm a senior. I take SAQ. I've taken it for a couple of years now, and it's just improved me. It's made me faster and stronger, and our teachers have been a big help to us. So that's all.
I'm Natalie Dorigo. I'm in 10th grade. I think sports performance has been like my favorite class. It really got me into lifting and encouraged me to join the powerlifting team.
I'm Brooke Snyder. I'm in 9th grade and I take CrossFit, and it's really helped me with strength and knowing what to do in the weight room, and it really made me enjoy lifting.
I'm Natalie Young. I'm a junior, and I've taken sports performance for the last 3 years, and I'm also a part of the powerlifting team. And I think that I've grown a lot in the last 3 years, and it shows me like how much stronger I can get.
I'm Michaela Billows. I'm a senior, and I think sports performance was the best for me. It just made me a lot more confident in myself.
My name is Sophia Sinesi. I'm in 10th grade, and I took CrossFit last year and sports performance this year. I started with my dad, but it's been really fun just doing it with a bunch of students and partnering with them.
My name is Molly Jones. I'm in my junior year, and I've taken sports performance for the last 3 years, and it's taught me how to lift. It got me on the powerlifting team, which I enjoy, and it's fun to like lift with my friends and stuff, especially.
I'm Annalise Renner. I'm in 11th grade this year, and I think my favorite has been sports performance. I really like that we have this like facility here that we can just take the time out of our day and like get a workout in like mid-school day. I just think that that's really been beneficial to like be able to get a full workout in mid-school day.
My name's Dylan Harris. I'm in 11th grade. My favorite course here is sports performance because it really helps us learn how to lift properly, and the teachers take our time to like correct our form and just get a good lift in.
I am Gabe Dickens, and I take the CrossFit class. And I'm a skinny kid, so this CrossFit class, rigorous exercise every day, really made me feel confident about my body. Ways that other things have not.
I'm Aiden Silva. I'm a senior. I've been taking CrossFit for the last 2 years. It's been a major help for me. I know I've lost over 20 pounds taking CrossFit. I've increased my deadlift by over 70 pounds. It's just been a level of confidence for me, especially as somebody who's very academic. Being able to round out my life with that physical exercise and that physical aspect really helps me to see the bigger picture and hold myself to a higher standard, not just with my brain, but with my whole body.
Thank you, students. That was inspiring. We appreciate that. Now, here's a surprise question to our teachers. This is my question here. What are the components for people that are watching this in the community of a full fitness program for somebody? What are the things that they have to think of? And I'll preface it with this. They've helped me. I think Joe, you had shared the Joe Hippensteel book about flexibility. One of my weaknesses being flexibility, and I always learn something when I talk to you guys. So, what do you think are the major components of a true fitness routine?
I mean, I feel like when I say this, people are going to be like, wow, that's really way too easy. But our literal goals are to do good human movements. So we want you to be able to push correctly, pull correctly, hinge correctly, squat correctly, and carry weight loaded correctly. If you can do those 5 things, you are way ahead of the game with the majority of people, right? Right. Push, pull, hinge, squat, carry.
Easy. Good.
Easy.
I thought you were going to pull out Peter and Tina's 4 pillars or something. I want to thank especially our teachers for inspiring and impacting our students. I want to also highlight if you ever come into the Wellness Center and see the number of students who have performed at the state level and been state champs in powerlifting and some of the accolades that they've had, that's because of our phys ed teachers here at the high school. I also want to thank our students for, at times, coming out of your shell to try something new and gain confidence through this. So I just want to thank everybody here for this Inspire and Impact session, and we look forward to number 10.